We're learning a little bit about what's going on right now, and two members of the National Guard on patrol in our nation's capital earlier today, about 2:15 in the afternoon, were shot in what was described to us by the mayor of Washington, D.C. as a targeted attack. Someone came around the corner and opened fire. Those two members of the Guard are now in critical condition, being treated at a local hospital. The person who did the shooting is also being treated at a local hospital after also being shot and then subdued by members of the Guard on the scene. We learned a lot of this at a news conference that wrapped up just a short time ago, covered by NewsNation Washington correspondent Hannah Brandt, who's back with us now with the very latest. Hannah.
Hey, Connell. Yeah, the details we learned from this were scarce, but the main ones are that those two National Guardsmen are in critical condition at this point. We saw all three speakers who spoke at this press conference say that they asked for prayers for those National Guardsmen, but they did describe it, it seems, as a targeted shooting. As you said, Mayor Bowser said, you know, they shot right, this suspect that's now in custody shot right at the Guard. And they say this investigation really from here is in kind of the preliminary stages. We've seen police cars sort of leaving this scene. It's still caution taped off, so still a very active police presence at this point, but that is starting to die down just a little bit. We asked whether they could tell us about the next steps of the investigation. They didn't respond to that question. And I also asked whether they'd had a chance to question this suspect they have in custody. They also say he's being cared for at a local hospital right now, but they weren't able to give information on that point. So they're keeping the details really close to the chest right now, not releasing a lot of details about what they do or don't know at this point about the suspect or how this shooting happened, Connell.
Yeah, I heard that question. It was a good one. I think what they did say, though, is that this is the only suspect, right? Nobody else.
That's right. It was asked whether there were multiple suspects, because you might have heard FBI Director Kash Patel, who talked about we're going to find and bring to justice the perpetrators. He used the plural, but they say at this point they believe it was just one person, and that person is the suspect that they have in custody. So no indication from these law enforcement here today that there's anyone other than that suspect involved in this incident.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.